Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Also, I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who's teaching this truth and sincerity. Also, who rule well, teaching this truth sincerely. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that scatter four corners of the earth. I'm Brother Yawanathan. And, it touched on, who were, the water speaking of in Revelation 17 and 2, but I was going to get down into the breakdown of Revelation 17 and the 17th verse. Okay? So, let's break it down. I'm going to do a little willingness edifying for the sincere Akim and Aqua that's tuning in. And again, let's give all honor, glory, and praise due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Okay? So it's the book of Revelation, chapter 17, and starting from the top, and it says, "And there came one of seven angels, which had seven vials, that talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show you the great judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon the many waters." And that seventh veil, man, was those curses that was going to judge this place. And we all know what that last judgment is. It's going to be that nuclear fire, man. Okay? We're talking about the end, the last days, the end times. Alright? And like I said, and that's when this place has to be judged. And the place that is the great whore is America. That's where the judgment is going to happen. And it says, the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And like I said, the scriptures say, basically roughly paraphrasing, America is a big melting pot. And if you go read on to Revelation, the 15th chapter, it reads and it says, "He saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues." So like I said, when you look at America, we got tons of different nations. People who do speak different languages, Arabic, English, Spanish. This talking about the people. Alright? Those who the many waters is referring to. Okay? And it says, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication." And that's talking about these other nations, NATO, coming into fornication, adultery, basically with America. Like I said, now these other nations, these great kings, these other nations, they follow that vibration. Look, when they wearing the suits and stuff, they were drunk with the wine of her fornication. Like I said, and also when you look into wine, man, it gets into other philosophies. All right. And it says, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, and having 7 heads and 10 horns." All right. That woman is supposed to represent America, and the 7 heads is also supposed to be the representation of the NATO and the EU. Okay? And it says, "And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a gold cup in her hand full of abominations, filthiness of her fornication." And like I said, that woman is talking about America. Even though they use a representation of a real beautiful woman, reading on, but it's letting you know that when you look at purple, it's representation of royalty. And like I said, this place doesn't think it's going to ever fall. Decked with scarlet color, decked with gold, precious stones. Hey, you on top of the world. Alright? And it says, 5, "And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots, the abomination of the earth." Alright? And it says, "And I saw the woman drunken with blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushai. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Alright, so let's break that one down as well. And it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Who is the blood of the saints? That's so-called the Israelites, man. We're the blood of the saints. And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushai. Martyrs, basically that Roman Empire all over again. Okay? Of Yahushai. And when I saw her, I was wondered with great admiration. Like, just you see something very beautiful. Like, you see a woman from afar, but you can't, you don't want to say anything. You might just say something, but you too nervous or not worthy to approach. Yeah, that's what's that great admiration. And if you look at America, yeah, it's a nice little city and stuff, but they got a lot of abomination there. It's a lot of abominations. Okay, we don't like that. And it says, and the angel said unto me, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Okay? Now, let me get it. I will tell you the mystery of the woman of the beast and that carrieth her, which had the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Okay, so even the angel had to break it down to John, because John wasn't getting it. But the 7 heads was the EU nations, man. Spain, the French, the real Europeans, and the 10 horns was represent the I actually wrote it down just so I won't forget the word that I was looking for, but the economic part of the EU nations, the European nations. That was supposed to be the economic part, the economic structure of it. All right, so that whore that speaks of, that gray whore, is speaking of this place, America, man. So like I said, we can put, compare and contrast. When you just look at a whore, man. They cheat on you. They have multiple. They got to do for this. They got to do for that side. They got to do for their bills, for their car, for gas, probably just pleasure. Okay, for power, security, and that's how America is. When a nation has a beautiful resource, either it be gold, honey, oil, etc., who's in the midst of, who's sticking their nose in it? America. That's why America is big on import and export. And then, like I said, they're pushing their philosophies, their wine, their fornication to these. Like I said, that's why it says the other nations was drunken of it, because they following some of these philosophies. They're following some of these philosophies. Okay. But Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying. And again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. And again, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who's teaching the truth in sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered 4 corners of the earth. I want to say close out, say shalom, and on to the next video.